Okay, let's talk about listings. I want to talk about this every day. We haven't done this before. I don't do a whole lot of research before I do this because I want to do this with you guys, so that you can kind of see about how, or you can learn about how we think about the market and look at that. So since yesterday, and I know it says January 9th on the top of the iPad, it is not January 9th. That is a little glitch, and it's also not 9:41 a.m. But it defaults to that when you share your screen. Maybe that's something that happened in Apple. Maybe that's an important day. I have no idea. But these are the stats from yesterday, or everything that's been listed from yesterday. It says eight. That means two listings were listed since we went live, which is great. We're only going to talk about six. I think, yeah, these are the six that actually got listed, even though this says eight up here. Um, the number this morning, I want to highlight this number, and this is the number I want to talk about over and over and over again, is $738 a square foot. So this is kind of like our gauge over where the market is going day by day. Now, this is all condos, this is all townhomes, this is all single family. Land is included. I don't think there are any land listings that happened yesterday, so we don't have to worry about that. So this is a blended number. Obviously, for condos and townhomes, the number is going to be much lower. For single family detached homes, the number is going to be much higher. This is a blended number, and to prevent these videos from going on, for days and days and days, we're just going to use that to blend everything. So let's take a look at the homes, and you can see like days on market over here. It's all 1 day or 0 days. This is pretty quick. The highest home that was listed was 2.9. By the way, this is very common this time of the year. We typically don't see the more expensive homes hit the market the last three homes or months of the year. They do get listed, but a little bit less. If you are looking to buy a home and it's the end of the year, the agent that you're working with 100% has to have a strategy to identify homes that are not on the market. I think that the fourth quarter of any given year is by far the best time to buy a home. It's probably the most stressful time to buy a home. Kids are in school. We have holidays coming up. We have vacations, time off, all that fun stuff. I get it. But if you want the best deal and you want the least amount of competition, September, October, November, December, and January are by far the best time to buy a home. In my opinion, if you have questions about that, you can use the link in the description and I can walk you through it. So let's go through these listings. I want you to note something, right? Because we want to look at this the same way that we look at Zillow. This is really important. The first thing that people see when they look at homes for sale, the very first thing they see is not the address, it's not the price, it's not the active status, it's the front image of the home. Okay, so if you can look at all of these when you're listing your home for sale, this is really important. Understand that key image is like your audition. This is your audition for a click, and this is on realtor.com. You're looking at the actual MLS that we use as real estate agents here. It's true for Zillow. It's true for Trulia, homes.com. It's all the same. The first picture on your listing is the audition. And what I mean by the audition, this is going to dictate, is this image good enough for me to click and learn more about this property? So I think today's are very good. This home over on Alexandria Circle, this is a great home. I'm excited to look about that. This looks like it's just the entrance of this. Maybe there wasn't a really good photo of the property. It's really small. I would make that much closer in if you guys are thinking about listing. This is a great thing about the formal area. Great picture of the front of the house. Again, there's the entryway. This shows that this is right by that. Looks like Bataquitos and Tamarack right there. So, or maybe a little bit north of that. Kapalti, yeah, that's exactly where that is, right? So this is a good audition photo because it tells you, hey, this unit is probably close to the water. There's a big walkway right here. The ocean's right over there. Like, this is a really, really, really good photo. It's going to get clicked. So let's go line by line on all of these. And I think, again, I didn't go through these before you. Great condition on the home. Shows really well. I love these ceilings. You see those a lot in Mediterranean and Santa Barbara type homes. And I know this is older and they probably got those exposed. That looks really good. Love that. Bedroom looks awesome. Bathroom looks awesome. Good courtyard with an attached garage. It looks like washer and dryer. There's the attached garage. Water. Water, 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 water. When in doubt, the number one thing that will dictate whether you make money in real estate when you buy and sell, especially in Carlsbad, California, is your proximity to water or a view, right? You guys have heard people say like, oh, location, location, location. I wouldn't go that far. Let's look at the map. And there it is, just like it states in the photo. Oh, Buena Vista Lagoon, not Bataquitos. And then there is, yeah, on the very north side of Carlsbad. Yep, Autohenglia. I could never say that right, ever. So that was not Tamarack. That is on the north side. of the lagoon. Very, very, very north side of Carlsbad Village. Great area. I love that area. Super walkable. There's ton to do. Like the restaurants and food in Carlsbad Village. I know you guys all know it's next level. A million 25. One thing I'm not going to do on this is I'm not going to give my opinion on condition or price because it's just an opinion. And to do this on the fly to tell you that I think this is a good deal or not would be unserving to you. But that got listed yesterday, north side of Carlsbad. Here's the other one that I said was at Tamarack. Let's see if I was at least right on that one with looking at the photos. Yep, there's Tamarack right there. So again, this is a great area. There's a lot of water here. If you guys have kids at Carlsbad High School or in middle school, they're probably fishing and this all the time. They fish at Tamarack, especially over here where all the barges are and the previous oyster farm that I think is no longer in service. And then rest in peace our famous smokestack, which is gone. Some people love that thing. Some people hate it. I think it's like our state mascot. So condition of this home. Again, great. Pictures show great, super clean. No clutter. No clutter. That is so important. When you guys take pictures of the home, it is so important to allow people to see how they would live in the home, not how you would live in the home. These pictures do an amazing job of that. No clutter. It's set up really well. This is probably a staged home. If it's not, the owners did a great job of cleaning this on and or cleaning this up and neutralizing this for sale. Yeah, there's nothing in the laundry room. So great job on that. This is a townhome and it's listed at 1,055,000. The other one was 1,075,000. Was I right? 1,025,000 for another townhome. We've got this one on Slinda, 2.15 million. I think this is right back by Carrillo. No, this is on Carlsbad Village, just back by the mall. Great location. That might back. Does that back the road? It does, but there's a big hill right here. So even though that looks like, oh, there's a lot of traffic, you may not be able to hear it there. That's pretty up. Amazing pool. This definitely wins the pool award for the day. I love that pool. Great backyard. Yep, there's that hill I'm talking about. So you may be above that traffic. Right, very tip. Oh, like a little pond in the front. That's cool. Very unique. Love the wood floors. Paint's great. Again, we're 3 for 3 on staging right now. Like this is amazing. Meaning, like, I can walk in here, I know exactly how to lay it. There's nothing worse than showing a home to somebody, and then they're like, "What would you use this room for?" Like, that's a really hard. That means they're confused and they don't understand how it is. Staging prevents all of that. They know, like, oh, this is the formal room, this is the family room, this is where the TV goes. If I have a pool table, this is where that goes. Really good. Good formal sitting area right there. Again, pool is awesome. Looks like it's in great condition. It's got a spa, got a waterfall. That waterfall is definitely going to help with any noise that does come up that hill. So that was a really good move by that seller. Oh, love the bathroom. Love the trail railing, the tile on the floors. It's great. It's a great home. If you like this area and you want a pool and this is within your budget, like I think that's a great option. I'll put that in the link below. So whoever's listing that one and the seller of that, great job on that. I think you did an amazing job. Let's go to, this looks to be another townhome. Let's see where this is at. Yep, this is going to be just at Palomar and Melrose. So you've got the airport just over here. Don't think that's going to be too much of an issue. If you ever want to know, just go and sit out there. Great area, Rancho Carrillo. Carrillo Elementary School is right over here. You've got Bresci Ranch over here with a ton of great food. A lot of stuff to do. Great community, especially during Halloween. If you guys haven't seen Pirates Row, just go right over here. It's on this street right there, and you can take a look at that. So great location on that. And let's see if we can continue the success on photo. Yeah, super clean. Yeah, that looks like it's virtual staged. Virtually staged is totally okay. And all virtual staging is we put, through AI, we put furniture in the home so that you can see how this would live. Looks like the carpet's been cleaned. The wood floors are in great condition. That might be laminate. I can't tell either way. Again, there's staging of that. This is a very clean property. So love that. Pricing on this one is $765,000 for 1,199 square feet. If we go back to this one, this was 1,194 square feet. This was 1,660. So at 1,055, this is a good value based on this. And I think the location of this is really good. Location of that one's really good as well. However, this is about the same square footage, a little bit farther away from the water. Obviously, not really what you would call coastal, but much newer build, 2 beds as opposed to 3 beds. But around the same, you're saving $250,000 on that. I think that's going to be really hard price wise to get hurt on long term. Like I think there's a lot of upside with those townhomes, especially with how much everything's costing today, and interest rates. Can't forget about interest rates. Okay, let's look at Levante. This is right off Levante. If we scroll out or zoom out really quick, this is on the La Costa side, which is great if you guys are familiar with La Costa. Super great area. I think this is Meadows Elementary School. I'm pretty sure that's right next to the elementary school. Great elementary school. My kids, when they were younger, we played soccer and football there all the time. Such a great area. You've got La Costa Town Square right over here. You've got a movie theater. There's a Sinopolis. If you've got teenagers, like there's a Chipotle right there. Really good Vons. There's a gas station. So yeah, pretty much all of that is walkable right there, which is a great area. Again, like we're crushing it on pools today. What a great pool. Great deck. Got a spa. Looks like the overview is good. Kitchen. That's clearly been remodeled relatively recently. Cabinets are great. Ceilings are vaulted. Lighting's great. That's a great kitchen. Great floors. Again, staged. I can easily see how I would live there. This totally makes sense to me. Walks right out to the pool. Molding's really white. Everything's clean. Great paint colors. Yeah, it's a great home. Stackable washer and dryer. Got some steps right in there. Yeah, they did a good job with this. So I lied. I am going to talk about condition. But yeah, I like this a lot. Backyards are important. If you really want a sound investment long term in Carlsbad, backyards are super important. Yes, as we get closer to the ocean, it gets harder. Less room. This is a great backyard. Yep, you can definitely tell. There's the school right there. So you do border the school. You're going to hear some of that playing. That for some people they love that. Yep, that's exactly where I thought it was. Right. So it looks like this home is right here. So it is a border of a school. If your kids go to the school, if you've got age that like this is going to be the most convenient home you could possibly buy. I think the backyard more than makes up for it, though. I really do. Like I think this is a winning home. It is 2,000. How big was the home? 2,200 square feet. 1,895,000. I think they did a really good job of the remodel. Depending on when that was done. That's on Levante Street. I'll put a link below that as well. Last but not least. Okay, cool. We have the entrance to the complex. Again, I probably would have used a different photo on this one. On Alexandria Circle. This is right off Poinsettia, not too far from, probably right across the street from, is this right by Daybreak? Yeah, Daybreak is right here. And yeah, so walking distance to Daybreak Church. This is Aviar Park, where if you have kids that play at City SC, this is probably where they practice. So that's important to you. You can walk them over to that. I don't know if that's important, but there's a baseball field right here. There's a park. There's basketball. There's a soccer field. There are restrooms. It's a pretty good park. It's got great views, great location. It's in what I would call the greater Aviar area. So Aviar Oaks Elementary School, Aviar Oaks Middle School, Carlsbad High School, or Sage. Open enrollment. Wide open patio, which is great. Good bathroom. Like I said, you got an office. Yeah, everything. Yeah, those are cool floors. Oh, I love that tile. That's cool. All right, kitchen's easy, nice and open. It's white granite. Looks like it's in great shape. Got shutters. Shutters are awesome. Those of you got like shutters are an all or nothing deal. I personally love shutters. Some people don't like them. I think shutters are great. They always hold their value. The ROI is great. Community pool is awesome. It's gated. Um, Washer and dryer right on the entrance. This is, let's see how many beds and baths this is. I didn't see that when we started this. 3 beds, 3 baths. That's great. Yeah, and again, here we are again, 1,604 square feet for about 1,000,003. So location's great. Right down Poinsettia, you can go right to campgrounds. You can go right to Ponto. You can go right to Dip in the Road. You can go over to Turnarounds or Tamarack. It's a very easy artery to get right down to the water. Easy access to Bressie Ranch. We'll go back to the map. if you guys want coffee, if you're coffee people, then this is going to be really close to La Costa Coffee. So we're going to take Poinsettia down to El Camino over to Aviara. And then right here on the corner next to Beach Plum, this little building right here, there's La Costa Coffee, there's Beach Plum. There's I think this is a Ralph's. No, this is a Vaughn's right here. You've got Tin Leaf. You've got the new taco place there, which is legit. You've got Notorious Bagels and Notorious Burger, or Inglorious Bagels and Notorious Burger. Awesome, awesome, awesome food. So you've got Alexandria's. I don't know if I'm saying that right here. Mexican restaurant. That's awesome Mexican food right there. That's a really good area. So location wise, I think this is good. I think that's a good location for it if you're looking for a townhome. 1,600 square feet, 1.3 million. Crazy that we're talking about 1.3 million for townhomes right now, but this is the market we're in. And the harsh reality that's it. So those are the 6 listings for today. I will put the link of all of those below so that you guys can download those, look at those. If you have any questions, just go to steveolsongroup.com/ask, like I'm putting on the bottom, and I'll answer your questions live. You can also go to that same site, ask me questions directly, or schedule a time. I'm happy to help you answer anything that you need to further your journey within Carlsbad real estate. My name is Steve Olson. This is the Carlsbad Report. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you live tomorrow. Hey, thanks so much for watching this episode of the Carlsbad Report. If you have not already, there is a link in the description below to go to a page that looks just like this. We send one email out every single Thursday at 2 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, and it is everything that you need to know to stay in front of the Carlsbad real estate market. It's totally free. It's one email a month. There's no obligation. You don't even need to use us as your real estate team. I just want to make sure you're informed of everything that's going on, and you can unsubscribe anytime. So click the link below, register for the email. It's Thursdays at 2 o'clock. It's read by thousands. I know you're going to love it. And we'll see you on the next one. In the meantime, check out related video above or consider subscribing to the channel. All right. Thanks a lot. And we'll see you tomorrow on the next one.